Good everyone, Augustin's video, and today is, well, one that I know for a fact that Hairy Feet's going to enjoy, the B18B Spade review. Well, where do I start? Let's just say I think this thing's a little under-tiered. Now, during the event, I was using this aircraft quite a lot, and well, Hairy Feet was making a lot of jokes, naturally, saying, oh, why would you put the 50-kilo bombs on it and not put the rockets on? Well, I can multitask that way, mate. I don't need kills because I didn't need the kills at the time, so I'd be better off taking the better bomb load. However, it was when I was getting the kills and using this plane for it, as well as grinding the base bombing, is when he started to make jokes. Personally, I mean, you could take the rockets, and if you don't see a bomber, you can use them against ground targets and like bases and stuff to good effect. I just personally think taking the bombs is my sort of preference. Bombing is more relaxing, let's just say. So, what's the B18B got going for it? Well, you can immediately notice a couple of changes. First of all, the rockets. This thing gets rockets at 2.3 and quite a good selection of them, let's just say. So just one second. There we go. That's better. So, to start off with, you get better engines. Obviously, well, I mean, I've already mentioned the rockets, but I'll go over the rockets later. The engines are DB603s, I believe. No, sorry, they're fives. I don't know why I had three in my head, but is it because I've been flying too much Italian shit? I don't know. But I had DB603 in my head. DB605Bs. Now you're going to be seeing this engine quite a lot in the Swedish tech tricks. Obviously, they had the they had the capability to build these things, and I believe they had the license. So you can sort of understand why they use such a good engine. And obviously with the B18A being a little bit underpowered, you've now got the recipe for a great bomber hunter, as well as a great dive bomber. Because obviously these engines are more streamlined, they're more effective at higher altitudes, whereas the most likely chance you're going to be anyway. And once again, it's a rank 3, 2.3. Now, obviously, with it being a bomber, you do trade, obviously, firepower, and that's fair enough, but you still get a single 13.2. You're going to be seeing that 13.2 on every single TB or B18 model. Let's just say that. So let's go over the ordnance options, and this is where it gets really, like, holy shit, this is amazing. So your stock bomb load is 1850s, same as the A, pretty reasonable. And it's up until you get around about here is when you get everything that you've gotten from the A. And this is everything you get with the B. Yeah, that's a lot of options in it. So, 600 kilo bombs, which one of them is enough for a base, unless it's Ruhr, which you need it up to. But holy crap, these bombs are awesome. Combine that with an additional 8 50 kilo bombs. Pretty good. Alternatively, you could take no bombs and just take the rockets, that's quite a good selection. 12 times M49s, which have 500 millimeters of penetration. That's going to be balanced. 12 times M51s, which appear to be HVAR warheads, but they're just a little different, so they've got less penetration. 36 millimeters of penetration, so basically they're like a HVAR. 2 M49. Obviously, I didn't say M49A there, I do apologize. But two M49s, these are actually quite slow rockets. They drop off and then they launch their propulsion. With 80 millimeters of penetration, however, these have the biggest punch. This is where it really gets interesting. 12 M49As and 1050s, 12 M51s and 1050s. Like, I swear this thing is honestly mental. 1050s and 2 M49s, 12 M49s, and yeah, I'm going to be here a while, but you can sort of see what I'm getting at. So you can even get probably the best one is this one that I've currently got equipped on the plane. Except for this one, which is the ground forces one I'd recommend. This one's better for aircraft hunting. But obviously, two 600 kilo bombs, which are all on your bomb base, and they're nice and secure. And then you get 12 rockets, so you can just blaze away at a Condor or something. It's great for that job. But obviously, during the event, I was using it to bomb, so that's why I didn't take the rockets at first. But now that the event is done, I could give two shits. So feel free to strap on rockets and just go crazy. But yeah, this thing is one amazing ass bomber. So if I just get my notes up, I had, in terms of kills and stuff like that, no deaths, 12 kills, and 43 ground targets. That's the notes I have on it. And obviously you can tell a big fat fucking difference. If you saw the live stream I got it, it was an 8 kill run, if I remember right, if you watch the live stream. But yeah, this plane is an absolute monster in the right hands. So let's get into the replay and let's have a look at what I got up to in this thing. And you could just see from there, if you was quick enough. Excuse me. You could just see what this thing can get up to. And it is freaking mental. Like, I'm sorry, but this thing should not, and I repeat, not be at 2.3. Like, honestly, this plane is borderline overpowered. Don't know why it's taking so long to load in. There we go. So, I can actually tell you what battle this is. So, we've got the 850s. However, I'm not too sure what bomb load I have inside. I think I have the 600s at this point. I don't remember. We'll see by the size of the bomb, let's just say. So straight away, we're off to a good start because one moron didn't even spawn in, and one guy isn't even spawning in at all. So, that's a great start. Yes, I did have the 600s because you can tell by the way I've structured it in chat. I can weaken it with my light bombs and use the heavies for two bases. So I have got the 600s at this time. So the plan was, because obviously that Martin is not, or marks the right hand base, and obviously that B18A is actually going to nick it from him, which is a bit of a dick move. I'm weakening it for him so he can finish the base, because he said in chat that I think he was stock. I think he was stock at the time. So his bomb load would not have been sufficient, but with my 850s it would have been sufficient. So you can just see how fast this thing is. Like, I'm already over the bombing targets in just a couple of moments from the battle starting. Now, I like what Wizard said here. He says, I'll clean up whatever you guys don't. So, obviously I dropped my 850s, and well, the Martin behind me, I think he gets to drop his bombs, but at the end of the day, I could kill 2.5 bases on my own in this down tier. This is just ridiculous. And just look at the speed. Like, fair enough, I've got the bomb bay doors open, but at these kind of speeds, you're going to be outrunning most of your opposition. And you're bombing whilst doing it. So, it's just ridiculous. And well, second 600 away. And that's me done. Now, originally, I was going to return to base, because obviously, I wanted to play this thing a little bit less aggressively. But I decided, nah, I'm just gonna do my job and just go home. You can tell by the replay file that I've decided to change that mind, let's just say. But I think the Martin finishes off that far left, well, sorry, the left-hand base. Technically the right-hand base if you want to get technical. And obviously I've cleaned up the two bases there. So that means that Love Wizard in his B18A can easily go for the airfield now. He's going to get to drop his full load on it. So, and I know HelloFresh is probably going to say something about that, but even so. Obviously, the Martin's also dropped his payload, and he's proceeding to escape the battlefield, which I honestly can't blame him. So at this point, I spot a Chaika, and well, again, this thing has air brakes, and being a Russian, well, what I presume to be a Russian player, and flying a Chaika, I decided to delete him. Which, even though this thing only has one 13.2 in the front, it is perfectly sufficient. First kill. Let me tell you, this thing's just mental. Like, I'm sorry, but this cannot be balanced. So at that point, I was thinking of going for another target, but obviously this J22B left me in a lovely stall position right here. And, well, he just melted. Second kill. At this point, I spot the P400 and I decide, yep, I'm going to pull up for him. He's attacking the P66. Unfortunately, he smokes the P66 before I can get there. But you can just see the damage of this gun. Third kill. And this is just one of them. One. And it's killed 3 planes in a matter of moments. So there's a lot of anti-aircraft fire at the moment. The P66 has just gone down. The Key 44 tries to get a bit cheeky here. But at this point, I've baited him into a climb where even the Key 44 is going to struggle to follow. And well, he flies right into the gunner, if I remember rightly. Oh no, I have to get a bit technical about it. I have to roll the plane, and there's kill number 4, because well, you get the same gunners as the B18A, so they're just as good as the front gun. Great job on balancing, Gaijin. I mean that in a sarcastic way. Keep it this way so I can seal club whenever I'm annoyed. Wait, what? I didn't mention that. Don't worry about it. So at this point, there's a teammate in the J20, which obviously you would have seen a review for that by now. I like it. Dave don't. Because yeah, you may have noticed recently that Mr. Dave Schilling, I'm going to mention his name again. He's been unbanned from the comments section. I've decided to give him a chance in the comments section. He's not coming back to the Discord, and he's not coming back in general. He's only being in the comments. And trust me, if he breaks even one, like if he annoys me the slightest bit, he is getting banned again. So don't worry. But yeah, do not attack him in the comments, please. That'd be nice. But yeah, this thing. Ooh, me, you're the day, sorry. But to put it simply, this thing is borderline overpowered. And I literally mean borderline. I mean, it's got the speed outrun, it's got the guns of a freaking train. Well, not a train, but like it hits like a train. But I'm sorry, this thing cannot be at 2.3. I mean, it is nice to spank J22Bs, because they won't do shit if you've got speed and altitude. Which you do anyway, because you spawn in at altitude with a good amount of speed. But this thing cannot be balanced. I'm sorry, but if I can make this CW21 my bitch, you know this thing is not very... Like, this thing is not balanced at all. Well, fair enough, this CW21 is blind to bloody bat, but even so. Now, unfortunately, I tried to follow him in the turn here. Unbeknownst to me, there's actually a Beaufort trying to get him on my tail, and at this point, I was like, no, 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 no. But don't worry, I pulled out. I can pull out, unlike some. I'm not making any jokes. And well, at this point, obviously, the Beaufort is trying to play fighter still. I think I actually crit him there. Lay on him with a pain, set him on fire. Nearly hit the J20 there. And that's going to be my 5th kill. At this point I thought, should I go back to base? So I thought, nah. I'll stay in the area, I think. I've got enough ammo. I think I had about 100 rounds left. And I obviously made the old boomer joke, so I said ace and a freaking boomer. I think this was my first ace that I had in this aircraft. I had quite a few. Yes, I had quite a few in a freaking bomber. But I'm sorry, but this thing should not be at 2.3. As I think I mentioned in the J22B Spade, this thing needs to be 3.0, maybe 3.3, because the speed combined with that devastating front gun and the turrets themselves, they're devastating enough. This thing's just borderline overpowered. I don't care what anyone says. So, let's just say I'm obviously now climbing up to go and deal with the last target, which obviously I didn't know what it was at the time. I soon learned it to be a J22B. And as you can tell, even though I know it's on 4 times speed, but you can just see how good this thing climbs. It's really, really nice. I really do have to say that. Well, say that, I should say. Not say, stay that. Like, it sounds like I've got a freaking twist of the tongue there. But at this point, the J22B has absolutely no idea I'm here until it's too late. Oh, well, there you go. It just melted his pilot. Killed number 6. So yeah, I highly, highly suggest giving this thing a go. If you don't want to go down the later bomber tree, and you only want this one for ground forces, you've picked a good choice. Let's just say that. However, I think that the T18B1 would probably do you a little better due to its cannon armament. However, that thing does get a slight BR increase, but this thing in lower tier Swedish tanks, when they come out, holy hell, is all I will say. I feel sorry for anyone who gets on the receiving end of this thing. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's review on the B18B, and I will see you all on the next one.